As the Cyberstorm Access Vice's Star-Lore connection continues to unravel here, well, you guess what? We got to keep an eye on Vice's Starfrost and some of the other interesting little things that the meta looks like it's kind of starting to pay attention to. Hey, 34% of you guys. Come on, I do this every video now. But it's genuinely helping. Subs are moving in the right direction now. So guys, please, smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So, Vice's Starfrost. Let's have a sit-down chat about this, shall we? The Difo Ultra Rares for Sneak Peek are, I mean, they've been moving pretty much up a lot. 18, 19. You're already handing up to a consistent $20 benchmark for these. And the Secret Rares have nothing but getting shaved off. I'm sure as of this market watch going up, the situation for Vices is going to get a whole lot worse. I could see this card hitting $20. Now, why is this important to talk about right now? Well, the Vices Starfrost lore could end up on the level of Fallen of Albaz, and a lot of people are kind of looking around right now at this lore, and they're going, you know, Robbie, like, there could be a structure deck for Vice's Starfrost. And I was like, oh, God, not this again. You know, we already did this once with, you know, Fallen of Albaz when we extended out the lore, but what I'm curious about is considering this, what we've got right now for the lore only puts us at like the 5th planet in terms of what we're dealing with. I don't know how much further they're going to extend out Vices, or if this was meant to be just a second side lore piece that they were building into the already existing, you know, lore, or if maybe this will somehow tie into the Fallen of Albaz story. I don't know. But I do want to put this out there and say, as the lore continues to expand, and we're getting more and more of that connection with Mr. Vice's Starfrost here, you got to ask yourself, those original copies are starting to head on up relatively quickly. So this is the time where we go, hey, pay attention to this. This is what's going on. These are what we're continuing to see here. As the block probably wraps up here in the near future, we'll have to wait and see. But this is your heads up and your chance to see this. So I use that knowledge and do with it what you will. I mean, I'm sure if it gets a structure deck, you'll have plenty of these in common form running around for sure. But if you're somebody that likes higher rarity stuff, it's things to consider. We could be wrong about the structure deck, I mean, but Konami tends to like to do little patterns like that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That's all I've really gotten on that thought. Now, I want to talk about sharks. You're probably like, wait, what? Somebody's going to comment and be like, Robbie, you've got 1,000 sharks in your basement. I know it. You're trying to sell them again. No, I don't actually. I only ever opened up one case of this set, and I only pulled 3 Abyss Shark anyway, so they're all for me. I've been starting to see a couple of shark decks start to show up. I saw one that bubbled a regional earlier in the week, and I just want to kind of give a little bit of a nod here to water control and some of these prices. I don't know if you paid attention to like Abyss Shark in the past, but I mean, like, you should be no strangers to knowing that these did arch up. They did touch about the $9.50 mark at one point. They've gone back down to about the $7-ish mark, which is not bad. But I just want to give a shout out to this, because this is literally like the best card in the fish deck, all right, or in the shark deck, and whatever. I consider like the Kraken control and like the Turbo rank 5 deck to be about the same. And I mean, let's be honest here. If you haven't noticed, Legendary Duelist of the Deep has been an absolute joke set. You can get a whole box for $26. And if you're fiending to open some packs, this is where you go. All right. Honestly, I think you would have a lot of fun here. All right. For $25. Droplet's still, this is actually quite impressive to me. The droplet from this set is still $23. Are you going to pull it? Probably not. But you know what? It's good to be aware. The Ghost Rare from this set, also if you're an old format player, give some consideration to picking this up, because these are like $23. These are not much at all. I'm actually very impressed with how nice those look. We already know the fish sonar has been going up and down for a little while. Still love that. Dive is now $4. Hey, if you're a Marincess main, you can get some very cheap Marincess cards. Wow, Kyrashins are dollars. That is absolutely hilarious. But once again, like I said, we're here to talk about the impact of what's going on with this set, because it's very interesting. Man, poor Krakens. Crystal Shark is also 30 cents. So kind of pay attention. It's been interesting to see. Stealth Krakens themselves. Man, this card looks like it's had an aneurysm here. Jesus, man. I think it died back here when it hit $1 and then it went back up. You can see, I love this market price was $3, $1 and $1. Interesting. Your lowest cheap listings are $1. All right, that's beautiful. The Stealth Kraken spawn, same thing here. These are not crazy. This card has not had a very expensive life going for it. Literally, they're under $1. Like, the Water Toolbox deck, even if it's not like really good, a bunch of players will love this. All right. Utopic Future Draco. You know the collector's rare for this. Actually, I do want to give a shout out here to, I believe it's this version. This looks really good. So for some reason, the Portuguese version of this, the black border, like, glistens way differently than any of the other versions I've seen. If you're actually a fan of these types of cards, I'd actually give this one a pickup, because for the one I have, it is so much more different than the rest. But Utopic Draco Futures, you see $60 is the last one that sold, and then November was your last ones. They're still fighting about the $60 mark. They are continuing to go down. The reprint did help this a lot. The original version from King's Court is $6. World Superstars for the base form is still $4 to $5. The reprint from Battles of Legend here, these are actually $5. So these are competing with the King's Court versions. That is actually very interesting to know overall. I love the fact that the low rarities for these are nothing. Legendary Duelist of the Synchro Storm. You know, Baron got announced for the reprint. This thing's still $70. You know, look at that bottom out curve down there. 74, 74, and 74. Man, oh man. And it jumps up very quickly to $80. Very few verified on the whole front page, by the way. That's definitely something to kind of take note of here. Synchro Storm boxes, I'm not so cheap. The Ghost Clearwing, this is definitely one I'd make sure I had up, especially with the Zark Trap coming. You'd want to make sure that you can pick up a Ghost for like $20. Definitely free penny stonk material there. I don't think it's going to shoot up too crazily much, but I'd want to make sure that I have my copy for sure. The main purpose of looking at this set was I wanted to point out that bird calls are heading up to like the $5 mark. Am I surprised? No. And if you don't want to pick up a nicer version of the Crystal Clear Wing, but you do want to play the new Zark Trap card coming out, $2 for Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. It's not even going to punch you for real crazy money. Oh gosh, Ogopogo. You know, with all of the Dark World hype going around right now in the format, I'm not surprised to see Ogopogo actually hitting up to some insane levels. $4 basically after shipping. It's not going to hurt your wallet. It's not going to destroy you. Once again, just kind of keep an eye on this overall, because the whole danger train has been, I mean, look at Nessie back here. Unfortunately, Nessie's going to cost you a wee little bit of money. As you can see here, you can get some premium gold versions for like $11. That's not bad. If you're looking at playing Dark World, this is going to be your second most expensive outlet. But I mean, 3 Dark World structure decks plus 3 Nessies is still going to be cheaper than a majority of the rest of what you're going to have to deal with in terms of breaking the wallet for this. So it's not bad. Same thing here with Coach King. I mean, as a one of, you don't even really have to get it. Some of the time, but not all of the time, does this guy come up. Now, I want to point this out. It's Strength Inside of You. Oh boy. So I haven't really paid attention to Lost Arts, and I'm sure a lot of you haven't given two craps about these either. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal one, this is the one with the black border that can't be played, was an insert into the structure deck for Utopia that we got broken down. What a shocker there. But they're about $5 as of making this video, which actually is not bad. I just saw Fake Hero. Fake Hero. Special summon element of hero from your hand, but it cannot attack and return to your hand during the end phase. Man, that art is yikes, but gosh, some of these Lost Arts are so cheap. Alright, that perfectly understandable. Then there's this situation. I don't know what's up with this. I believe we never got these printed in English, or at least in NA. But yeah, $12 for German, $12 for German, Italian, You can get English copies at the bottom here for 43, but they're probably Euro. So do bear that in mind. And then my own personal pickup right now, if I were you, just to have one or two of these in case you decide you want to go be an Eldritch main. These are $5. They're very, very cheap. And as a collector, I honestly like this. It is definitely one of the better looking Lost Arts out there. So that is all I have for today's Market Watch. Not a lot of crazy things, but definitely some things to make sure you do keep an eye on here for sure. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.